Hey guys! So over the weekend I got a lot of new followers on Facebook, and I know that mid of last year, between June and the ending of 2015, I had gotten at least 200 plus more followers on my blog. Woo! And I didn't do a thank you video about it. I told myself that anytime I reach a certain milestone of followers on my blog or on Facebook that I was going to do a huge thank you video. So here it is now. Sorry it took so long. And I'm going to gift you with my happy dance. Woo! More people! Yay! So, besides that, I wanted to tell you guys about some of the stuff I am working on. After I released my video about depression and conquering PMDD, which is still a work in progress, I have been asked to join a podcast. It's a startup podcast. We haven't put out our first episode yet. We haven't even quite nailed down our name. But we're going to be talking about things like games, game development, story development, news in the nerdums. Did I say comic books? Comic books. It's just, we want to talk about so many things. It can get a little crazy, and just the guys that I'm working with are awesome. They're pretty neat. I'm excited to eventually start putting stuff out with them and creating this brand that we're all so excited to be making. Or at least I'm excited. I think a couple of the other guys are excited. So I hope we get everybody on board. Another thing that I'm working on, this is more of a personal thing, I am working on a serious short story series. I decided that I was going to put on hold like big novels and stuff like that and just focus on one chapter at a time, and just make them little short stories and turn it into a series instead of trying to just do one massive release of something. Eventually, yes, I am still working on the sequel to my novella that I put out 2 years ago now. The Homo Umbrosus series is still in progress. I do apologize for not giving any kind of updates on that and where that's at. It's still in the works. I've got the story nailed down. I've got the characters, like how I want them to progress, nailed down. It just comes down to putting down words. And as you guys know, I've been really fighting for that. So the short story series that I am going to be releasing by the end of February, maybe the beginning of March, is a high fantasy concept. I'm super excited about it. Some of the people that I talked to about it seem to be really interested, so I hope that all of you will be too. If I do end up releasing two different short story series, one of them is the high fantasy and the other one is going to be a science fiction one. Two different genres. I think I can pull it off, but I'll start with one and then I'll probably add in the other a little bit later than that. So definitely keep an eye here on Facebook, on the blog, whatever other social medias that I started. Keep an eye on those. I'm going to start putting out more information on that. And again, every time I reach a certain milestone of followers or likes or whatever, I'm going to do a thank you video. I told myself I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. It shows my appreciation because I think this is the only way I can actually do it best. And I also want to say that the Twitch streaming that I do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday is awesome. My partner, Autumn, and her fiance have been amazing, letting me invade their homes and working with me to just do the streaming on Twitch. My friend Nairo Zero, he's been awesome helping us monitor the chat, and he's been doing Twitch streaming for a little bit, so he knows somewhat of the environment. So when we get hit with like raids of people just being absolute jerkwads, he kind of gets in there and helps us out and keep it all together. So it's awesome. So yeah, thank you so much. I really hope that you guys will stay with me. I always say that. I really hope that you guys will stay with me because I've had bad experiences in the past whenever I try to start these kinds of things. So I get a little bit anxious trying not to. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. I'm so glad that I got so many more people joining me on my journey to I don't know, authorhood. I think I've already acquired that after I published my novella. But also, that's another thing. I am going to be working on trying to get my novella back on Amazon. I know that's a big platform that people prefer to buy a lot of their stories off of, a lot of their media off of. So I will be working on getting that back up there. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it was taken down due to somebody claiming that I had copyrighted, infringed upon their copyright or something along those lines. So I'm going to be looking into that, figuring out how to overcome that, and hopefully get it back up there before mid of this year. I can't promise too much because it's Amazon. Amazon tries to be nice about international copyright laws versus U.S. copyright laws because there are some differences and whatnot. So, that being said, thank you so much for following me. I really hope you guys stick around. Stay on the blog and the Facebook and Twitter, and if you feel like seeing two girls be wacky at playing games, definitely follow us on Raw Reaper. We're on Twitch, we're on Facebook, we're also on Twitter. But Twitter's more to let people know that we're actually starting our episode, our stream rather than that. And if you think that anybody else would love to follow somebody as they start putting themselves together and getting their works out, share it. Right? I know a ton of my family members did like a massive share recently, and that's where a lot of you guys have come from. So awesome, thank you. I know some of you probably haven't have met me, but thank you anyways. Ow! I'm too excited. Too excited. Okay, calming down. Stay tuned. A lot more to come. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later.